Alright, how you doing guys? Welcome back to my channel and my second video of Transport Fever. So we just completed a line being set up from Kansas City to West Valley, and we're looking at our West Valley to New York. It's looking like it's got pretty good potential. There's a lot of traffic in West Valley wanting to go to New York, and I'm not as much in going from New York to West Valley, but well, actually there's 20. That's better than I last saw, so it still seems to be picking up steam, which is very good. And he's already hauling full load. I don't know, maybe I should have tacked on 3 cars to this train. I didn't think it would build up that fast. Oh, and that's another thing that you should be able to notice here. We have miles per hour. You have to remember to set it in the settings prior, but if you do that, it is the option there. Yes, we have miles per hour, and there were some other possible things you could change. Like, I think weight is in tons instead of what I think it was, kilograms or whatever. I think that's what the default was. And actually, I like the bars here too on the profitability. I mean, that's a little bit simpler to look at. You can tell quicker how well you're doing, I think, by just seeing the bars here instead of just looking at the numbers. Well, actually, I guess there's nothing wrong with the numbers. I just like the bars better. Alright, let's get time sped up a little bit again. Oh, and yes, as I was saying, you need to keep an eye on your carriage lines. How many people have we got waiting? There's 11 there. There is 4 there, so not very many. And let's see how many he picks up. I think he took all of them. Yeah, he did. Alright. And what about up here? Nah. Oh, there's 10 people there. I did not think there would be that many up there. Well, how many people have we got sitting here waiting? Nobody, because I guess he just stopped. Well, somebody just showed up. Can I make a click from that far? Nope, not quite. He's got 23 on board. Well, I don't think I need to add more carriages on to make that profitable, but I think there's enough people moving around here that, yeah, let's go ahead and add 1 more for now. And then we'll set, yep, line 1. That way, that should help ensure that we're probably going to make a little bit of money also with the carriage line, not just the train. Which that was, I mean, in my test play that I did before starting this, that seemed to, for the most part, my carriage lines were making a little bit of money. That one, actually, according to this, it's not. Well, that's only $383 though, so that's just, it's losing so little money that it's insignificant. And the other one's actually making a little bit of money. So, yeah, we're doing good. Oh, and you know what? I wanted to... You know what? Let's, I was about ready to change the name of the line. Let's go ahead. I want to just change the name of the city. What's a good name? New York. Doesn't make sense having New York City out in what looks like a middle of a freaking desert. You know what? Hell, yeah, that's the simplest thing to do. It's a town I'm very familiar with. We'll just call it Yuma. Good desert town name. Alright, so then we will call this... maybe in a later date, maybe I'll call it the Y-Cat, but right now I am just going to I'm seriously thinking about increasing the interval, increasing the amount of time it takes before it auto-saves, because that just gets to be a little bit too often when you're running at high speed that it does that auto-save thing. But for now, yeah, I'll just call it the Yuma PT. It's like the Kansas City PT, which stands for Public Transportation. But yeah, at some point, I might change that to YCAT. If you're from Yuma or have been there, familiar with it, then you'll understand that. Yeah, right, what did we get there? About, actually, what was that? Only 48,000? I would have thought it would have got more than that. Did not notice how many people were hauling back and forth. Well, it's got a full load here, so. Of course, now I think I heard somebody say in the videos I was watching that you make more money per the same amount of passengers when you get a faster moving train. Now, obviously, you'd make money a little bit quicker just because it's getting back and forth from destination, but I think people actually pay a little bit more for it to get there faster as well. And I didn't spend a whole lot of time watching that, but it did kind of look like that's what it was in my test play. It looked like I was getting a little bit more money for a full load after I added a faster engine, so I want to keep that in mind as well. Now, actually, that's one thing that I noted in my Train Fever videos, is honestly, I probably wouldn't use river transport too much for me, just because how narrow these are. To me, it would just look kind of strange. Now, in this particular map, we've actually got quite a few of these. I guess we would call them little lakes, though, so there may be an opportunity to transport something from one side or one end to the other. Because in the other map I did my test play in, I think there's only one of these lakes on the whole map. But on this one, in this map, we've got at least 3. Yeah, it looks like 3 of them. So this map actually may provide a little bit more opportunity for possible river transport. But I wouldn't expect to see a lot of it. Alrighty. So now let's scout around a little bit. Where would be a next place I would want to transfer my passenger service to? And I'm thinking Toledo. That's where I'm thinking. Although, honestly, now that I changed the name of New York to Yuma, I changed it to the name of my hometown, I'm thinking about maybe I should make that my hub. I was thinking West Valley City would be, but I mean, they were both part of the original 2 starting towns, though, so, yeah, either one. So, I could do, and let me see, West Valley City, I think, is slightly closer to Toledo, but honestly, I don't think it's not by that much. Then I'd also consider doing Yuma to Evansville. So yeah, those look like some good options. Now, and actually one thing I didn't actually think about is it certainly would be possible, I suppose, I could do one train going back and forth between all 3 towns. But honestly, I don't know if that's a good idea, though, until I get a faster train, because this thing only runs at like 25 miles an hour. I don't know if I want to put that much work on a 25 mile an hour train. I just think 2 trains would probably be better. And let's double check my profitability again. They're both starting to make money now. He's hauling another full load. What line are you? Line 3? He's got a full load, but there's only 7 people left over. And then how many people are here? There's 26. So actually, I don't think it'd be worth it to add another car on, because he's actually hauling right about it. 2 cars is pretty much just about right the way it looks right now. I mean, but it sometimes it changes rapidly, so we'll see. And I think the other line, Kansas City to West Valley, I think that line is still growing. It's still establishing itself, so I don't think I'll know the true profitability of that for a little bit yet. Another thing I can scout around for is where is the best cargo opportunities. I mean, so far I really haven't seen any I really like, but I think as good as I'm probably going to get is transport the food from here to over here. And that is a fairly good central distribution point to all 3 of my currently connected cities. So that probably, when I start doing cargo, that's probably the best option right there. Although there is actually something else I tested that works that I do kind of want to show off at some point. Honestly, though, it doesn't make that much sense to do it most of the time, though. Where is that tool factory? It's over here. That's a very short run to transport wood there to get the planks, and then it would be a little bit of a run back over here to transport planks there to make tools. Double check that. Yeah, I could just use planks. Would be enough. All I need to produce tools there, and that's very close to Yuma. I mean, I could just use a wagon route to supply that. I wouldn't even need a train for that. And if I put a bridge over here, I'd probably do that by wagon as well. So I would just need a train to transport the planks over to the tool factory over here. That's all I would really need to do. And that actually may be the best opportunity I've got to show off what I was just telling you I wanted to show off, actually. And it would still be a little bit of a roundabout way. But honestly, it's not the worst thing in the world if you make the passengers wait a little bit and you take a little extra time getting to your destinations. Because it allows more traffic to build up there to be picked up anyway, so yeah, that's not that big of a deal if they have to wait a little bit longer. Now I don't have the money to do what I'm thinking, though. How many loans could I take out? Even if I took out all the loans, I'm not sure if I'd have enough. Well, Now see, as I was just saying though, most of this a lot of it I can do with wagons. I don't need rail for that much, but of course I still haven't even told you what I'm thinking about doing exactly, although you may have guessed it. Right now I'm trying to figure out the money though, but anyway, I'll just tell you plane out, is what I'm thinking. Is I could have a train transport passengers from Yuma to Toledo, then stop here, pick up planks, take it over there, and head back to Yuma. Now that is one thing I think theoretically it was supposed to work in Train Fever, but I was never able to make it work, is hauling passengers and cargo on the same train. I mean, I was never able to make that work in Train Fever. And you always had to do one or the other, but I've tested it in Transport Fever myself just a little while ago, earlier, when I was playing my test run through it, and it does work. And you can do that now, so yeah, that would be kind of fun to actually show that. But as I said, right now I just don't really have the money to do it. And we are going full speed, as fast as speed as we can go, so we just have to wait. Wait for my trains to keep making money. Looks like the signals are working good, so let's see how much is he going to get for a full load. 123K, okay, yeah, sounds about right. And how many people are left waiting? 8 people, so yeah, I mean, another car on there doesn't really make that much sense. That would only be half capacity if I put another full car. Although I could put one of the old European mini cars on there, that might work, but I don't think it's a big deal right now. And let's see what we got. We got 19 people waiting. So by the time he gets there, he's going to have a decent load back. Now, what does this need? That produces construction material. Oh, construction material. That is an end product, I think. Let's click on the town here. Yes, construction material. That is one of the end products. So what do we need to produce that? Slag and stone. And if I remember correctly, I don't think slag is something easily come by, because I think you have to have like a working steel mill or something like that. Yes, so you have to have a operating coal and iron ore line to carry here, to make the slag, to carry over there, to make the construction materials, then you'd carry to the city. So yeah, as I said, a lot of these cargo lines, they're kind of long and drawn out things. And if you're going to tackle those, you definitely need to have a bit of money in the bank. And I mean, I have some more loans I could take out, but honestly, I don't know if it'd be enough, because that would be a considerable expense. I've got $500,000 right now. I could afford to take out, what, I think another like 6 loans, which would be another, what'd that be, $3 million? Yeah, that actually might be enough. That definitely, I think it probably would be enough to do what I was talking about here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that started. Okay, so now first of all, we need to make a track from over here to Toledo for the passengers. Let's figure out where my train track needs to go. Most of the residential is over here, so we'll probably make a road down through here, around here, and stick it on right there. That looks good to me. time I tried, didn't make any. Oh wow, it cost me almost 200 grand to make that road. Because there's a flippin' hill right there. Now let's see if I can make that a little bit smaller. I don't know if it's going to make a huge difference, but I think it'd be a little bit cheaper if I do it that way. Okay. Now I'm going to have to flare it out that way just because I don't want to destroy a house, which destroying the house would cost me a bit of money too. So yeah, I don't know if I actually saved myself money there. I may have saved a little bit, but I don't think it was a ton. But anyway. Oh, that's another thing. Oh, worth showing is now the max you could do before was 5 tracks per station. Now you can do up to 8. And there is also a 80-meter platform available. I think 160, I think, was the shortest before. And now you can do 80 if you want. But I mean, I still do the 161 though. I don't want to go ultra small. Okay, let's find my rotate buttons here. And unfortunately, he's not in range of anything for catchment. If I put it there, then he would have a little bit. Yeah, let's do it there. That way the station itself is catching a little bit of action without the carriages. Okay, let's see how much of this I can do before actually plugging in my loans. Oh wait, not that. Where is it? Bus stops. Wagon stops, actually. It's not a bus stop yet. So, if I plugged one in there, that would... almost the whole town. Almost. Let's just stick one up here. And that should be, oh, and I need one by the station. Okay, now let's set up the line. Alrighty, that's set. Okay, now I was just going to use wagons to haul stuff over here, so I'm going to have to make a bridge and a bit of road, and you know, I'm not going to be getting automobiles for a while, so I'm just going to go with the smallest road, although, and just in case you've forgotten, the size of road does influence how fast vehicles can go over it. So we gotta remember that. Now, I would like to just have a flippin' straight road here without some weird kink in it. Now, the material your bridges are made of, that also influences how fast, although it's actually not giving me any indicator, so maybe that's only for trains. It may not make a difference for your road vehicles. Okay, no, I don't want that. Okay, there we go. Yes, as I think I mentioned before, extreme close-up views, it seems like, are often necessary. It seems like it helps your road figure out what you want to do. Okay, so that's not too bad. Alrighty, so then we need to set up our cargo stops. I think that the small one is fine. I don't think I need more than that. Of course, now one trick you can try and do that I've noticed from watching some of the other guys on YouTube is spending agonizing minutes trying to figure out how far away can you make your cargo stop and still be in range of the production facility? That's too far, but right there would actually make it. And of course the reason they do that is just to decrease the amount of time between your stops, which, yeah, I mean, when you're using wagons, honestly, as slow as they go, it is kind of important. Although sometimes I've spent a lot of time figuring that out. Seems like a little too much time than it really seems like it should take to figure it out. But there is merit to the idea, so I shouldn't knock it. Alright, there we go. Line there. Okay, so where's the next one then? I was going to transport by vehicle from these to the town. Okay, now this is where it gets a little bit trickier. It's because you have to transport to the right buildings in town here. Did I turn that off? No, it's not. Okay, there's a name. I couldn't see the city name. It's a bad thing about changing the name to something so short I can't see it. So that is the shopping facilities. The blue facilities are what need tools. So where are those at? Okay, that's good. They're pretty much all clustered in one spot. So that will make it a little bit easier for me to supply them. Turn that off. Okay. So, if I put it... I'm almost getting it. You know what? I will bet if I connect this road, I think that building over there will be in the catchment area then. Yes, he is. So, yeah, we need it over there. Okay, that looks good. And then we'll set it up over here. Yeah, I might add a little bit of road there also. That would decrease the time. Stick that right there. Oh, wow, why does that cost so much? That must be some inclement terrain right there. Okay, I can stick it out here. That's down to almost 10,000, which is pretty good. You know what? I will just extend the city road all the way out here. It's because the city is probably going to come out there eventually anyway. Okay, so then that should decrease the time going almost straight down there instead of going up over this way. I don't know, probably not that big of a deal, but might not have been worth it. But it's done now. So now we just need to get the tracks laid, and first of all is I need to get the track from, okay, first of all I have to have a rail cargo. Now see, actually I shouldn't have put him there. I should have put him on that side of the road, because this would have been, that would have been an ideal spot to put the train station, but I will figure that out here shortly. As a matter of fact, while I still got the road pulled up here, what I think I will just do no, not over that side. Why in the world do you think I'm trying to come out that side? Oh my god, this thing is, it's just really bad sometimes. Build that before it goes crazy again. Oh my god. Okay, that should be sufficient for what I'm trying to do. Oops, not that one. Let's go with cargo. so that's in range right there, so that we'll just do that, just like that. I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time trying to figure out exactly to minute, say 5,000 or whatever. Okay, so yeah, we're down to 13,000, so I think it's time. Well, actually I went up to 138,000 though. My train's already at work. They're trying hard to keep me from even having to pull out a loan at all, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have to pull out a loan to make it over there, get the track laid. Oh wow, that is going to be very close. I almost botched that. Yes, it's still going to let me. Oh, I just had a vehicle of some kind come available. The General 4x4. Now see, I was very fortunate. I wasn't paying attention. See, now if I hadn't gotten to this now, they probably would have built all kinds of stuff in the way, but luckily I got back here in time to keep that from happening. Yeah, can I do that without building up such a big berm? That may have helped a little bit. I don't know, probably not that much. Okay, now where is the quickest route? Yeah, I'll probably try and make it go underneath that food production facility, cross the river right up here, and then go in from there. Let's just branch that out a little bit. I'll try and hook up onto that. Is that right? I think it is. Yes, it is. Yes, okay. No. Come on, trains, I need some more money. Money ASAP here. Now they're only like halfway there, not even that, so I'm just going to pull out my loans. A couple of them anyway. That should be sufficient, I think. Well, at least to finish the track. I don't know about to actually buy the train, and I still haven't bought the road vehicles either. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to have to sit down a road depot, come to think of it. I mean, that doesn't cost that much money though, so it's not like a big deal. Yeah, I probably should have curved that to try and go a little bit farther north earlier on. I don't want to have to build a bridge or something like that just to get off the damn hill. Oh my god. Okay, now we're coming down nicely. Still costs me a lot of money though. Okay, let's look at that. Yeah, I think we're... Okay, now that is what tells you what the fastest speed a train can go over that particular bridge. Let's see, that's 37. That is... I mean, honestly, it's gonna be a while, I think, before I can get anything that even goes 37, so yeah, that's fine. I'll just save a little money in the short term. Okay, so now, oh, you know what, I need to plant a pair of signals right here. Did I set up the line yet for that? I don't let's go ahead and buy the vehicles for that right now. Let's start off with 3. Speed up time a little bit because I've been going in slow speed while I was doing the building. We can go and speed it up a little bit more since I'm almost done. Okay, now that's set to, I mean, you could leave it just at automatic. I guess I'll do that. I mean, I really want to just specifically select tools, but I mean, there shouldn't be anything else coming out of there anyway. So yeah, I think we should be fine on automatic. I'm just so used to Train Fever where you have to be very careful that you select the right particular item to ship that I kind of feel strange not doing that. So, but it should be fine. Shouldn't be any problem at all with that. Okay, let's buy the vehicles for this one. Where's the depot? Oh yeah, that's right, this is where, I don't have a depot up here, this is where I need to put a depot. I had forgotten. Actually, wait a minute. No, yeah, that's right, I didn't put a depot up here yet. Confusing myself tremendously. So now we need vehicles for a passenger and a cargo line here. Let's take 3 for that. You know what? Actually, it'd be easier just to set these on a line first. What is it? Line 6. That's what we want. Select a depot, I guess I did not. Three of those. Which, yep, 5. So now I just need the train. I believe that's the last part I need. Or wait. No, I did not do that. I am not done yet. Because I need to pick up the planks here. So I need a cargo station. How do I want to do that? If possible, I want to just go back on that same track without having to build another bridge. So yeah, let's kind of angle it facing that way. Hopefully I did not get too close to the bridge. Well, actually, see, come to think of it, I don't think it would matter how close to the bridge I am, because I think, well, you know what? Instead of saying I think, let me just try it. See, I can't tell what that. Come on, FPS, come back. Okay, so. Yes, so I could just do that, just join it up right mid-bridge if I want to, and that, I know that's new. You couldn't do that in Train Fever. So yes, another very cool element that has been added now. However, he is stopping here first, so I need to make a track from here to cross over here just so we can get there. as well. No, not like that. There we go. Fortunately, there is something of a hill there, apparently. And when I'm very low on money. But yes, I can get the connection there. Okay, so now, all I need is the train. I think. I'm pretty sure I'm set now. I'm sure I will find out here shortly if I am incorrect. New York, man. Now see, I changed the name of the town, but the station didn't change its name, so I'm going to have to change that myself, I guess. Okay, so from Yuma to Toledo to Toledo Central. Really, that's Toledo Central, but I think I'm going to change the name of that too. That doesn't look very central to me, but to Yuma Sidings. And then it will automatically start again at Yuma. Yuma, that is New York, that I will change to Yuma. So now, where is my train depot? I put it up here, which... I think it might be best if I just plant another depot. I think that's probably what I might as well do, just put another depot in. Let's put it over here on the Toledo side of the river. Where would I most likely next go from Toledo? Manchester, Birmingham, one of those two, I guess. Well, Wichita Falls, yeah, so I think it's fine to put a depot out here. I will probably use it eventually for something else, hopefully. Although, as I said, that is something I have had a tendency to do, is just put myself in a situation where I have to be planting depots everywhere. Okay, let's take another loan. Let's take another 2 loans out. Okay, now let's go ahead and pause it. Well, it's probably not necessary because I believe overall I'm making money. But in any case, I just don't want my money to move too much while I'm in the final steps here of this. I wonder if I could fit the depot right in the middle there. Probably not. But yeah, let's try it. Let's go ahead and try it. I'm starting to think I made a mistake already. Let me see. Oh wow, it just barely fits. Alright, now let's see if I can get this to curve around so you can get to it going both directions. Yeah, not even close. Not even close. I don't know what the hell that is. That's not right either. Yes, I did get it. Okay, I did not think that was going to work there for a minute. Alrighty. So now this is going to be a little bit of an expensive train, because you got to remember I've got to have cargo and passenger cars. And in this particular case, or actually wait, no, I'm just going to be hauling one type of cargo, so that's not a problem. Not a problem there. Alright, so what do we got? So we definitely, this is going to be kind of a long route doing it like this, so we definitely want the fastest train possible. It's still only 28-mile-per-hour train, but hey, that's better than 25. I don't think there's that much of elevation issues he's going to have to deal with, but he should be better at that too, for whatever elevation challenges there are. Now, I was actually surprised how quickly cargo built up when I did this on my test run. So I'm actually going to try and go with, start right off with, I'm going to have to, okay, now I've got to be careful though how many more loans, because I'm going to need, yeah, let's just get the most out I can get. Because I want to start with 4 cargo, 4 freight cars, and 2 passenger cars. And that did run my money down a bit, but I think my entire line is all complete now. Is that the right one? Gray, it's a gray line, so it's kind of hard to see. Okay, I think we are good. Now, because I had it paused, it's going to take a little bit before we figure out, you know, it's going to take a little bit for the trade to develop. But over time, it should work itself out. Okay, you know what, let's turn this off. Now, after spending all that money and taking all those loans out, I'm going to try and not do any more major expenditures. Definitely no more rail lines for a little while. I think I need to pay off some of my loans. As a matter of fact, I've got the money there right now. Let's repay one right away. And let's go ahead. Speed up time. Well, actually, let's see now what is going on here in Yuma. That is a lot of folks stacked up there. You got 62 people, 63 waiting for one train that carries 28 people. And you know, business, that's one thing I've noticed. It seems like business, it goes up and down rather rapidly, although I haven't seen it ever completely stop, but it does fluctuate a bit. Because not that long ago, he was getting a full load, and that looked like I was doing good. There weren't many people left, so that was looking real good. Now he's got like more than double his capacity sitting there waiting, so yeah, business definitely does fluctuate a little bit in the passenger business, but it still seems to stay enough to be profitable, though. Okay, now line 4, he's got almost a full load, so he seems to be meeting his capacity fine. No concerns there. It's doing okay at Kansas City. Okay, let's see if they actually picked up anything yet. Not yet. And you know what? That's something I think I said myself once. I can't remember if it was in these videos or the Transport Fever videos, but it's better if you tell them to wait for full loads. Now, where are we right now? Though, is this? This is Toledo North. So full load. Because it costs less money for vehicles that are idle rather than running. Now, honestly, I'm not sure why nothing is moving yet, though. That bothers me a little bit. You didn't pick up anything, did you? No. Now, got a vehicle available. Ship, probably not going to use that, but we'll see. It's definitely going to be a later game thing. Oh. Well, how in the world did I do that? I thought I specifically checked. According to this, it looks like it's saying that is out of range. Yeah, I don't know how I did that. I thought sure I double checked that. Did placing the train station do something? Okay, I'm gonna have to delete that. Okay, so what if I put it... So that should be in range right there. And I think I was able to put it close enough that I don't think it shouldn't have broke the line. Let me double check. Yeah, it looks like we still should be good. Now, I saw something on the YouTube videos from the pre-release gameplay that told me you have to be very careful when you do stuff like that. Like, if you replace a building, if you can't get it at least partially on the same spot that the other one was, then you probably want to just delete the whole line altogether before you do it. Because I saw a guy, he deleted the building and moved it to some other location it was kind of far away, and it just completely broke the line. Even though everything was connected, the source facility just stopped producing and never produced anything thereafter. So that's something to keep in mind if you have to move one of your cargo facilities, is to be wary of that. Let me check. What does my timer say? How long have I been going on this video? I've been going 40 minutes, so yeah, that's a good time. Let's just end this video right here. As always, if you liked this video, please give it a like, and maybe think about subscribing. There will be more Transport Fever coming down the road. Thank you for watching.